Yeah, yes, you better be way because you were contacts, no, and the contact is just there. Then one thing at times, hey, yeah, you say some of us, no, we are very humble, but when you know your value, I won't how who on yama be mu say ube call be hot now only ube diagro. What it? So yen na ye pese yen boa, ye pese ye way because at times now, I mean, and ye cry ya be ye be. There was a time I know be am person be national team no be o. There was a time I me use me seek at the top ticket my players by Ghana. There was a time that me try winning bonuses.
Wow.
And today when who say omu yanyama say I will be say then I will be there will be say sky then. But we hope say one day be.
Hello friends, welcome to Del Soccer. Today, the former captain of the Black Stars, which is Stephen Appiah, has touched on a topic that I'm very passionate about. And that is why today I'm going to do an explainer on that topic. He has talked about the fact that we don't have a lot of legends in our game, especially when it comes to off-the-pitch decisions. And it's something that I'm really passionate about. A lot of people that know me knows that it's something that I really love to talk about it. So in today's edition of Explainer, we are going to talk about Stephen Appiah and the statement he made. We are going to learn from it and see maybe the way forward, what we can also do. So if it's your first time here, please hit on the subscription button. But without wasting much time, great. So in a way of context, maybe if you don't know, Stephen Appiah granted an interview and he talked about the fact that he does not see a lot of legends in our game. And he also talked about football not only being about grammar, speaking good English. Sometimes you need people that understand the game to be able to work in it. That is Stephen Appiah and what he thinks. The interview is in two parts. He talked about what he has done, paid for winning bonuses. I don't want to go into that. But one thing that we all know about Appiah is that he's a very passionate footballer. I love him. I think we all do love Stephen Appiah. He's one of the best captains we've ever had in football so far. The first captain to qualify us to the World Cup. That is big, you know. But Pele couldn't even qualify us to the World Cup. Stephen Appiah did it. One of those players that took Ghana to the world. I respect Appiah, love his personality. Sportless, like he has a sportless career. No drama. Business on the pitch. He does it. So when it comes to the footballing part of Stephen Appiah, nobody, I repeat, nobody can question him when it comes to his personality on the pitch as a footballer. He's good. If you are watching this and you did not watch Stephen Appiah play, then maybe you are very young and you have to go and watch about him or go and read about him. Or maybe you just started loving football 2 days ago, but Appiah is the guy. You know, he has one picture that he did this, like some famous Appiah is the guy. He's the top guy and he has the right to say it. I think he has earned the right to speak. That is it. He has contributed enough in national team football that he has the right to speak if he feels sidelined. And that's the word. He said the legends are sidelined. So we are going to go into his video and talk about it. So for me, first of all, Ghana football, and this is not only peculiar to only Ghana. First of all, football lacks a lot of legends. That's the truth. When it comes to football, as in the day-to-day administration of football, there are few legends in the game. The truth is that most of these legends or most footballers after the game just want to go and relax somewhere, because football is stressful, you know. So when they are playing the game, they don't get enough time to rest. They don't get enough time to live with their family. So most of them use their retirement as a chance to rest and enjoy the money that they've made whilst playing football. That was what was actually happening until there was a revolution where we got some legends trying to come back into the game to give what they have learned. So the truth is that you can't fault any footballer who decides not to go into football again because they spend so much time working in the game that they just want to stay away from it. That is true. However, because they have first-hand experience in the game, they happen to be the best people to work in it. That is true because they have a first-hand experience in the game. They've watched the football, they've played in it, they've been in situations like that. Sometimes they are in the best position to make some good decisions. However, it is not like there's no probability that or being a good footballer is not mutually exclusive to how good you can perform or how you can work in the football. What I mean is that you can be a very good footballer, but you can be a very bad coach. So the fact that you were once a very good footballer does not mean that you can successfully work in football. An example is Maradona, brilliant footballer, not even good at coaching. He was, you know, Pep Guardiola, not really exceptional footballer, but look at him. Ronaldinho, exceptional talent, but he can't really replicate that. Thomas Tuchel, no, not a footballer. You see, like Jurgen Klopp, not an exceptional footballer, but did not play football to Philip Lahm and their likes, but did not play football to the level of Philip Lahm and the likes. But look at him. Pep Guardiola, Mourinho, not a footballer, but these are successful coaches. So, Frank Lampard, good footballer. He has been sacked twice already. Chelsea fans, you are seeing what he's doing. So, it is not confirmed that you can be a good footballer and be successful in any part of it. That is why you have to put yourself in a better position to be successful at it. That means you have to get yourself educated and get yourself informed more to be ready for these positions. We cannot agree. And I want you to go and check this out. Even if you go to at FIFA level, those that make the highest decisions, FIFA president, general secretary, the executive council, how many footballers are there? You know what I mean? So we don't have footballers at that top level. And it's not only in Ghana. It's an international challenge. When it comes to the decision making in football, we don't have a lot of legends coming back into the game to give it up. So in recent years, we've seen a lot of legends trying and making conscious efforts to put themselves ready for it. In football, we have two things. We have those that work on the pitch and those that work off the pitch. In most cases, footballers prefer to be those that work on the pitch. However, the key decisions are taken in the boardrooms. You get what I mean? So, you get a lot of legends going into on the pitch, which is coaching, scouts, talents identification, like, you know what I mean? Like player management, even player management is a bit off the pitch, but coach, assistant coach, like physio, like those are the on the pitch roles. And that is where most of the time the coaches like to be. The football legends like to be. So you see lots of football legends being coaches, scout, like. But when it comes to the off the pitch, the boardroom where the decisions are really made, you don't have a lot of people there. And in that area too, it is the most difficult and the most top political environment. Football is politics. Football is politics. So, nobody in that part of the game, which is off the pitch, which is the administration part of the game, that part, you have to consciously make an effort to get into there. When it comes to coaching, because it's not highly political, we have a lot of legends going there. And even Ghana is an example. We have Laikensen. If you look at our national team, it's pretty much former footballers. Like, if you look at our national team, U17 to U20, U17, Karim Zito, U20, Zito was once there, there's Lai, you know, like, there are football legends in the coaching area, which is very good. It's a good sign that we are making progress. But when it comes to the off the pitch and the politics, that's why we don't have a lot of Ghanaians there. And for me, I believe there should be a conscious effort by our legends to get there. Because that area is very political, we don't get a lot of legends getting there. And that is the tedious part of football. Also, that happens to be the area where the decisions are made. Hence, we need our legends making conscious effort to get there. That area also requires a lot. That area, you don't just get there because you were once a footballer. Didier Drogba was Ivory Coast Bedford. There was a time there was war in Ivory Coast. Didier Drogba was able to stop literally a possible war in Ivory Coast through football. However, he stood for the FA presidency and he did not win. Meanwhile, Samuel Eto'o, on the other hand, is the president of Cameroon. How did he manage to do that? He studied the political system and went through the process, made conscious efforts to get there. What happens is that those areas, nobody will give it to you because you're a legend. Nobody will give you the FA president of the Football Association because you're a legend. Nobody will give you the general secretary of a football administration because you once played football. That area is the politics and you have to go through it. Nobody will make you the executive council member of any football association because you're a football legend. It is because in that area, we have investors who also invest in football. So you have club owners who make political conscious efforts to get to these roles. So when you get there, you are competing with them. You know what I mean? So if you're a football legend, you're also competing with these guys. And that is why I believe that as a football legend, and also the young footballers growing up, coming up, you have to, yes, not everybody will be a coach. And I've always said, like, it's not everybody who will be a coach. It's not everybody who will be a football assistant coach. Like, it's not everybody who will be at the dugout. So guys, any young footballer watching, any football legend, I love this when I see football legends closer to these areas. Who would love to have Stephen Appiah one day, the president of the Ghana Football Association? We love to have a football legend on that level, and we love it. However, that area is very political that you have to work your way there. Get yourself equipped in these areas so that, and I've always said that when a position is being given to you, it shouldn't be given to you because you are a legend. Oh, he's a legend in TM Faman. He's a legend, so Moko carry give him. It should be given to you because you merit it, both on the grounds of your certificates and then your experience. So that if you are there and there's any issue, because you understand the game and you have played before, you can easily make a decision with the backing of your experience from the administrative knowledge. So, and I'm going to use this as an example. You guys should go and check out PFAG, the Professional Football Association in Ghana. I believe the Professional Football Association in Ghana is one of the best football associations in Africa, if I don't want to say the word. After that, go and check the people in charge of it and those that are running it. It's purely run by professional footballers and ex-legends. Tony Buffo, who once worked with CAF as the Deputy General Secretary. They have Yusuf Chipsa, who is also a former well-accomplished footballer. These guys, because they are footballers, former footballers, and they've learned the administration, they understand the footballers and their system, that they are able to educate these professional footballers and also speak for them very well because they easily resonate with them. So you see, there are footballers who have the administrative knowledge and now they're excelling. Assuming if they were just people with just administrative knowledge, yes, they will do well, but they may not be able to understand the challenges of these footballers better than somebody who has once played in Ghana, especially Yusuf Chipsa, someone who has played in King Faisal before. So if Yusuf Chipsa is representing any footballer, he better appreciates what the player goes through more than any other person. But if you look at these guys, they are well equipped. So what I'm going to say is that, personally, it's a topic that I'm very interested in because I see a lot of legends going into coaching. However, the decision making is on the top. That is the political part of it. So our legends need to make conscious efforts to go through the politics of football and get to the top. You know what I mean? That the politics of football, you don't just get up and say, I am a legend, they will give it to you. It's purely political environment. And I believe if our legends make conscious effort, get educated in those levels. As I'm speaking with you now, Tim Keyo, he's the director of football at Qatar, Appiah, one of the leading leaders in football and its development in the world. What Qatar have done with Appiah is headed by a former footballer from Australia. The likes of Oliver Kahn, Peter Cech, they try to get themselves equipped and get the understanding and the knowledge whilst they are playing. As I'm speaking with you now, Kevin De Bruyne is a UEFA license A holder. As of now, he qualifies to coach every Premier team, getting closer to coaching the Belgium national team one day. So he retires and you see him at the top. And I believe one thing that our players also have to get to. If you're a young footballer watching me, start working on what you want to do. Yes, you and we know you're a footballer, but I would wish that we get some of our players understanding the politics of our game and going through the round, like what Samuel Eto'o did. So Appiah is right on the basics that Ghana football lacks legends, which is true. But these legends, the areas they want to occupy is highly political. When it comes to the coaching, there are so many football legends that are coaches, in Ghana especially, who have roles, Ibrahim Tanko, Wilfred Drummond, like Karim Zito, Eric Gau, like there are a lot of legends, Ablode and the likes, who are coaches. But when it comes to the administration, as I'm speaking with you now, how many legends work in Ghana Premier League clubs? How many legends work in Ghana Premier League clubs as football administrators? How many legends have stood for positions? Yes, maybe you may not win because it's political environment. What is politics? Nobody will give it to you because you are a legend. But you have to go through the process, make conscious effort, and be there. So, guys, I've seen a lot of conversation on social media. This is what I think. This is a statement that I'm really passionate about. There's this footballer who once played for Dreams FC. I like him. His name is Appiah. I think he's now a doctor. Yeah, he's currently in UK, I believe, studying. That young man has invested so much that I saw him made a tweet that maybe he should get closer to vying for the FA president. I think it's possible. For me, I believe that we need to get our legends to get into the other part of the game. Stephen Appiah has opened up a very huge conversation that I'm very passionate about, and I love what he has done. Don't insult him. Don't insult anybody. Let's have a political, let's have a conversation around this. How can we get our legends into the game? Personally, I think, yes, we have a lot of them in football, in the technical part of it, but we need them in the politics too. In the politics, you have to guide them. You have to make conscious efforts to get into those areas because that's where the decisions are made. This is what I think. That's today's edition of Explainer. I'm a bit passionate about it because I just want to see a lot of legends in there. But we can't give it to you because you once played football. There are so many things that somebody like Stephen Appiah can do. There are so many things that a lot of people can do for our football. Appiah is a big guy, so he earns, like he deserves, he has every right to talk about football because he's on that level, like he has earned the right to complain, Yes. My name is Delali Frank. Until meet again. Bye-bye for now.